Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. You know that what I have in here is a two-part rod and I can put my arms like this. It will be a big one. So I sold my Mi Fine Jig Smart to a fellow Portuguese angler and I was in need of a long spinning rod. And I just got this one. Again, very well packed. I don't know if you'll be able to see, but basically you have a square cardboard tube, and I posted a picture on YouTube. It said open here, which is I thought it was funny, but you have outside shell, inside tube, and then when you try to take out the rod, oops, I need to go sideways because it's already, I'm hitting my ceiling. Man, the packaging alone weighs so much, but then you still have bubble wrap. And I have to tell you, this was expensive. It's my most expensive rod. So previous to this one, it was the Pure Lure Zero, the big casting version that they have, or I have to say the long, because it's still actually quite a light rod. And this is the Kuying Superlite aging. So even though this is they call it a medium heavy or heavy rod, it will actually cast from sub 1 gram to 15 grams, or so they claim, and it's rather big. So it's 2.58 meters or 8'6", I think, don't quote me on that. And as you can see, even folded in two, because it's a two-piece, it will hit my chest. I'm also not that high, but either way, I think it ran me 111 euros. You have shipping from China and you also have shipping from Poland. So if you're in Europe, it will be actually quite great to you because it will arrive at your doorstep in less than a week. But for a closer, I don't even know if I can put this on the table because it's so long. But either way, I will give it a try to show you this rod up in close in the table.
And now that we are on the table, we'll try to go very fast through the specs of all the family of the Superlite. So you have 4 spinning models and 1 casting. The casting is just a carbon copy of the biggest spinning rod that you can get in here. So you have a 6'8", 2.08 meters, light with a 1mm tip, cast weight from 0.5 to 7 grams, super fast, 85 grams of weight. You have a 7'7" medium rod, so 2.31 meters, 1.26 millimeters on the tip, 2 to 21 grams on the cast weight, also super fast. 7'6" or 2.28 meters light rod with a 0.78 millimeter tip, so quite thin, 0.6 to 10 grams, also super fast. And then you have the big boys, the 8'6" 2.58 meters, medium heavy, with a 1.3 millimeter tubular tip like the one that I have in here. Then it should cast from 0.8 to 15 grams. Both of them are fast. They all feature Fuji guides with Alconite inserts. They have VVS reel seats on the spinning side, except the lightest rod that will have a TVS reel seat, and the casting, it has a ECS reel seat. Why did I get this rod in spinning flavor? Because it's a very long rod and I will use it or hopefully for coastal fishing where I have wind and casting is not so good. A lot of pink accents on this rod, EVA foam, pretty classy. All the rod looks like classic and modern at the same time. It's very weird. I like it, but it might not suit all the tastes. So let's give it a further inspection. The lettering looks quite good. Everything on this rod feels so nice. So I cannot really pinpoint that I've overpaid for this rod, even though it's my most expensive rod. It feels quite nice on the hand. It feels very well built. All the guides are properly set in on the blank. All the guides are perfectly aligned with the rod, and the rod just feels so nice on the hand. The epoxy work, the placement of the guides is just so well made, and in the tip, even with me measuring with these calipers that are not that great, I get a reading of 1.42 millimeters, which on the edge of the tip and without the epoxy and with a calibrated caliper should be bang on what Kuying says. And now for the weight of the rod, I should hope to get, like, I would say 110 grams. Shouldn't deviate too much of it. The real task in here is put everything on this tiny ass drug scale. So I'm getting a reading of 90 something. I should get more. I'm trying to take all the guides from touching the table. So 107.5. It might be true, it might be not, but in here it was supposed to be 110. I might believe it. Just a little bit of a thin pass on the epoxy, and you could get this weight on this sort of rod. And it's almost on that 2 gram margin of error that all vendors have on AliExpress. So I spend my money where my mouth is, and now I have a nice rod for aging. And I can show you what I've been doing with it. Casting very far away for twitch chat. So this is the end of the season. You can also see me using the Diver Regal Chinese edition, so the CS version from 2024, and it sounds quite good. And you can see the rod loading pretty well with the seed weller. And with that said, remember, if you like the video, leave a like. If you're not subscribed, subscribe. If you have something to say, leave a comment down below, and remember to use the links down below because it what allows me to test this more expensive stuff. And with that said, I will see you guys on my next video. Bye!